Welcome to Bloom at the Yoga Garden. So welcome to the short version of today's class. So we're thinking about being in the present today, and it's particularly appropriate because last night was a full moon, and today this is thought to be something akin to the solstice we have at the 21st of December, where it brings great change. And you maybe feel particularly energized today, hopefully you do, and you're ready for your yoga practice. So this is the effect that the moon is thought to have on us, because we know the moon does affect us. So we're going to begin by lying back and down our mats in Shavasana. So get yourselves nice and comfortable. Stretch yourself out along your mat. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Rotate your arms to the backs of the hands or on the floor if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, just have them down by your sides. Heel of the right foot at the right edge of the mat. Heel of the left foot at the left edge of the mat. And just be aware of your breath. This wonderful, life-giving prana that we take so much for granted. And it is the one way, or one of the surest ways, that we can help ourselves to be in the present, not thinking about yesterday, not thinking about tomorrow, just being here now. There's that old saying that yesterday's over, tomorrow hasn't happened yet. Today is a present, a gift. So use it well. So just allow your breath to settle and literally allow yourself to arrive on your mat. There's nowhere else you need to be for the next half hour or so. This is your time. So just invite your breath to slow down. Don't allow any tension to creep in as you do that. Just inviting your breath to slow down. The in and the out. Calm and slow, soft and ease, refreshing, relaxing. So we'll just continue to follow our breath for another couple of rounds. Literally just getting ourselves in the right frame of mind for our practice today. So now, as always, please listen to your own body. Don't do anything that you know is going to hurt you or aggravate any injuries or anything else. You do what feels right for you. And if it doesn't feel right, you leave it out. Use a prop maybe, take a rest. Rests are good, shows you're listening to your body. So just take your arms up overhead, have a wee stretch, whatever way you feel you need to. And then bring your knees in. We do this all the time, don't we? It's because I enjoy it too. And just a wee rock from side to side. And then you can bring your hands in at the back of your thighs if you need to, but if you want to bring a wee bit of work into it, bring your arms or hands down the side of your mat. So lower legs are more or less parallel to the floor, and we're just going to open our toes and squeeze them shut. Open them and squeeze them shut. And then see if you can bring your big toes towards your knees, the rest of the toes away, and then big toes away and the rest of the toes towards your knees. And then we'll do a few foot flaps and maybe a few wee circles with our wrists or ankles. Oh dear. And now we're going to move up our legs. So we've got our ankles, our toes down, we're going to do our knees. So straighten one leg at a time. Or, maybe you won't straighten completely, just a wee bit of a. And then maybe both together. And now we're going to straighten them both up. Or they don't have to be straight for this actually at all. Keep a wee bend in them if you want to. And, I was going to say keep your hands behind your knees, but then that'll probably take all the work out of it all. But in your back, you should hold onto the edges of your mat, but you should feel this to your tummy. We're just going to lift our feet straight up to the ceiling. So we're not doing this. We're just lifting our feet up like that. So we're lifting our sacrum off the floor. Don't press into your hands either. So up rather than back. The temptation is to lift it off like this, which is quite easy, but this is much more difficult. So see if you can lift your sacrum up. Ooh, I'm beginning to feel that. One more, no, two more, and then squeeze your legs, your knees into your chest. That feels quite good after that. So if you have a brick, I'm going to suggest you take your brick and put it in between your knees and bring your heels in so that you can just about graze your heels with the middle fingers. Now any back issues, take your feet further away and don't come up as much. So we're just going to do a couple of bridge Setu Bandha poses. So press into your feet, inhale, lift your sit bones up. Not your fullest, this first one. And then exhale, gently unwind. So we'll do one more of those. Press into your feet, press into your hands, lift your sit bones up, squeeze your brick. And this will stop your knees going out or coming in, rolling in. Lift up one more little bit and exhale, gently unroll. And then set your brick to one side, and we're just going to rock and roll a couple of times. And meet me in easy cross leg. Okay, so shift the flesh off your sit bones. You can sit on your brick or your block if you want to. Bring your right hand down to the side of your body, lift up your left hand and just hinge over to the right. Other side, left hand down, right hand up. Just a wee gentle side stretch. Make sure you're going to the side, not going backwards. One more each side. Feel the stretch. And then we're going to bring both arms up overhead. Reach up, shoulders rolling back and down. And begin to lean forward. So we're not heading the whole way today. We're leading with your heart center. So good tip is to keep your biceps in line with your ears. And then your hands, your arms won't be tempted to come forward before they shoot. So we'll stop just whatever feels right for you. And then drop your hands down. So we're not going to try and get our head down to the floor or anything today. That's not what we're thinking about today. We're still doing a bit of a stretch and a twist. And then we're going to just walk our hands round to the left, just as far as you can go, but watch if this knee starts to lift or the right sit bone starts to lift. We pause here. Back to centre. So try and keep that nice stretch you had at the beginning and round to the right. And again, watch this left knee and this left sit bone this time. Try not to collapse into your arms. And another nice wee stretch. Pause here. And then bring yourself back to centre. Roll forward. And meet me in tabletop. So wrists below your shoulders, knees below your hips. Nice firm back so we're not collapsing in. Nice flat back And we're going to do a couple of moving cat-cows. So we're going to inhale, dip your belly, bring your heart center through, pressing the floor away. And then exhale, navel back towards your spine, tuck your tail, and bottom back towards your heels. And then as you inhale, forearms to the floor, draw yourself through. Wait till you get your shoulders over your wrists before you press up. A wee bit of upper body strength as well, you're building. Exhale, tuck your tail, round your shoulders, bottom down towards your heels. Draw yourself through. And keep your elbows in. One more. Exhale, round your spine. Elbows to the floor. Draw yourself through. And bring yourself up. Now we're going to tuck our toes under and just walk your hands towards your feet and bring yourself up to stand. So maybe come to the front end of your mat. And from here we're going to inhale, sweep your arms up. Get that energy from the air and exhale. Fold forward and down, knees bent as deeply as you need to. Let your head go. And then inhale into your flat back, hands to your shins, your thighs. Draw your heart center through, shoulders rolling back, navel back towards the spine. And exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale and bring yourself a whole way up again. And exhale. One more of those. Knees bent as deeply as you need to. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale. Fold a little deeper. Inhale. Bring yourself up. Take that energy, that lightness, draw it down. Take a breath here with your hands at your heart center. And then we're going to fold forward, make contact with the floor, and step back into downward facing dog. So walk your dog briefly. First dog of the day. Straighten one leg at a time. Lift your sit bones up really high. And then if you want to, you can begin to straighten your legs. So lift your kneecaps. Big arm bones rolling out. So the inner eye of your elbows almost begins to face forward. Pressing the floor away, pressing into the base of index finger and thumb. One more big inhale here. And exhale. And then our next inhale, we're going to roll forward slightly and just bring our knees almost to the floor. And then we're going to stop. Take a breath here. Or an inhale and exhale back into down dog. Inhale. Come to hover, and take a breath here, and then exhale back into down dog. So you're sort of taking a breath and a half in between. One more, inhale, and exhale here. Take your inhale, and exhale back into down dog. And just stay here and be in the present briefly. And before we do the next bit, so we're going to come into up dog this time. So just gently building up a wee bit of upper body strength. So of course, bring your knees to the floor if you need to for this. So take a big inhale, roll forward this time. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. So you want your hands to be about your waist this time. And then if you need to, bring your knees to the floor. Or you can step on your toes. Take a breath here. And exhale back into down dog. So we'll do one more of those. Inhale, roll forward, bring your heart center through. Knees to the floor if you need to. And exhale back into down dog, and just walk your dog very briefly. And then lift your right leg up and exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back, exhale, knee to nose, come up onto the tiptoes, and this time look forward, plant your right foot. So you can bring your right knee to the floor if you need to, but if you want to keep your, left knee to the floor. Sorry, I'm totally mixed up this morning. And then plant your left hand and inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Knee and heel in line. Inhale up, or knee and ankle in line. Exhale down. Frame the front foot. Pivot on the toes of the back foot. So your back foot is at an angle of about 45 degrees. Press into your front foot. And we're up into Virabhadrasana 2. So check that the knee and front foot is heading towards the middle of the front foot. Big inhale here. And exhale, drop your left hand down, bring your right hand up. Reach into the fingertips of the right hand. Breathe. Peaceful warrior. One more big inhale here. And then exhale, lean forward. Bring this right elbow onto the right thigh. Swing your left arm up. Look underneath your left arm if you can. Keep pressing into the baby toe side of the back foot, activating that left arch. And reach and smile. And then maybe you'll bring your left hand down. See, maybe you can take a bind with your right thigh. So this is where you'll stay, maybe. But if you can walk this hand back and get your right shoulder sort of down in line with your knee, maybe you'll be able to take your right hand back and take a bind with your hands. So roll your left shoulder back, and then you can press into your feet and turn and look up at the ceiling. Now, please don't take your bind like this. This is not what we're doing. So don't worry, if you're here and you've got your hand back, you're still getting this lovely openness across the front body. And that's what we're looking for. And it's strong in your legs. One more breath here. Release both hands. Bring your hands to the floor. Walk your feet round. Turn your feet so they're both facing forward. And we're going to do a Skandasana variation. So walk your feet to one side. So bend one leg, straighten the other one. So we're not coming down low the way we would in full Skandasana. We're just having a wee stretch. So even yourself off. And then we're going to pivot on the toes of both feet. And step through with the back foot. So take your feet out almost the full width of your mat. In fact, I would say the full width of your mat. And keep your hands on the floor if you need to. Bring yourself down into Malasana with your hands at your heart center. So you're lifting your heart center up. Sacrum's going down towards the floor. Take a big inhale, press into your feet, and bring yourself up to stand. Take a breath here, and exhale down. One more. Inhale, press into your feet. What else would you press into? And exhale down. And of course, put a rolled up blanket underneath your heels for this if you need to. I should have said that at the beginning. If your heels don't reach the floor. And you can do this with your heels off the floor, but it is a wee bit harder, I think, actually. So from here, we're just going to straighten your legs slightly and bring yourself back into Uttanasana 1. We'll have a wee breather here before we take the other side on. Okay, so make contact with the floor And we're going to step back again into down dog. So just walk your dog briefly, because we've already done a dog. And then come into your static dog. Then lift your left leg up. Big inhale here. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach forward and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, forward and back. And then this time look forward, plant your left foot and plant your right hand. And inhale, so back knee to the floor if you need to. Inhale, reach up the left. Exhale, down. Inhale up. And exhale, down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, down. And this time we're going to plant the heel of the right foot. Press into both feet. And bring yourself up into Virabhadrasana 2, on the other side. So check the left knee is heading towards the middle of the foot. Shoulders rolling back and down. Press into the baby toe side of the back foot. Shoulders relaxed. Check that you're not leaning forward or leaning back. Both arms are nice and level. Big inhale here. Then drop the right hand down. Rotate the left hand. Peaceful warrior. Reach. Don't lose your lunge when you do this. Big inhale. Bring the left elbow onto the left knee. Swing your right arm up, close to your ear. Turn your head and look under your right arm. Reach into your fingertips. And breathe. And smile. And then from here, if you want to, maybe see if this right arm will go round. Maybe you'll take a wee bit of a bind here with this left thigh. It doesn't matter. Just bring your hand to your waist. And then if you can drop this shoulder down, and maybe you'll be able to take a bind with your left hand. So we're not binding here. Don't worry if you can't take the bind. If you're here, you're still getting this nice open front, open heart center. And if you're here, you're rotating your right shoulder back too. One more breath here. And then from here, we're going to bring our hands down onto the floor. Rotate back to the center, to the front of the mat. Press into the front foot, press into the toes of the back foot. Bring yourself forward. And we're going to sit ourselves down and come into, bring your knees down, come into a little toe squat. So of course, if this is agony, don't do it. Just sit like this, okay? Because actually what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of standing up and sitting down. So we'll maybe try it from this position first of all. So see if you can bring your hands to your heart center, press into your toes and bring yourself up. Take a breath here. This shows how well you're aging if you can do this. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then if you want to do it from here, which makes it a wee bit trickier because there's a wee bit more balance involved. So inhale up and exhale down. Whoops, inhale up. I did say there was balance involved with this one. And exhale down. Last one, inhale up. Well done if you're still with me. That is strong. But it does show how you're aging. Apparently, you can thank one of your fellow yogis for that. If you want to know who it is, I'll tell you. Okay, so from here, maybe take yourself so you're facing the long edge of your mat. We're going to do a wee quick bit of balancing. Take your weight onto your left foot and leg. And this is going to be like a curtsy or like a ballerina. So we're just going to swing our right leg round, take it round in a circle as far as you can, bend your left leg, bring your right hand to the floor, Maybe you'll straighten this right leg and take hold of the toes, maybe not. And then from here, press strongly into your left foot. Whoops, and bring yourself back up again. So do one more. Right leg swings round, bend your left leg. Maybe you'll hold on to the toes of the right leg with the left hand. Press into your left foot and bring yourself up without doing what I did there. But it is a balancing challenge. So we'll do the other side. So swing your left leg round, come down, maybe touch the toes of the, straighten your left leg and maybe get hold of the toes. Get your balance, and it is difficult to come straight back up again. So try again. This is good. I'm getting to do something that I obviously can't really do myself, although I was doing it earlier. Reach, take hold of the toes with the right hand, press into your left foot and bring yourself up. That's the secret. I'm trying to turn before you get up. So come up before you try to bring this leg back. Well done. So make your way down onto your mat. And we're just going to do one little twist before we finish. So straighten your left leg along the floor, bring your right knee in, and we're going to take the right knee across. So we want the right knee, right thigh, to be at a sort of right angle to the hip, and then bring your lower right leg down so it's at a right angle with the right thigh. Nestle your right shoulder down onto the floor and turn your head and look over your right shoulder. And breathe. Be in the present. I could guarantee you've all been only on your yoga mats for the last half hour or so. One more breath here. And then bring that knee into your chest again and roll back and straighten it along the floor with the other one. Other side, bring your left knee in, take it across. So we're trying to get that right angle with the hip and the thigh, and again with the lower leg and the knee. Left shoulder nestling down. Turn your head and look over your left shoulder if you have no issues. And then gently breathe. One more big inhale. And gently bring yourself back to center. Straighten both legs out along the floor. Shoulders rolling back and down. Heels out the full width of your mat. Arms rotated. Back to the hands on the floor and breathe. And try and allow your breath to settle. Allow yourself to soften and release onto your mat. So breathing in, I calm the body and mind. Breathing out, I smile, dwelling in the present moment. I know this is a wonderful moment. So breathing in, I calm the body and mind. Breathing out, I smile, dwelling in the present moment. I know this is a wonderful moment. So that's Thich Nhat Hanh. So of course, as always, please rest here for as long as you have time or as long as your body is telling you that you need to. Otherwise, we're going to bring our hands together at our heart center in Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for joining me for this short class today. I appreciate the fact that you keep getting yourself onto your mat to listen to me. Thank you so much. Let the love in our hearts guide the words that we speak and the thoughts that we think. Namaste.